Welcome back to another video. This is Road to Ultimate Champion, episode 4, and we're jumping straight in. Obviously he's going to have a hog. There'd be no other way to start this gameplay. Let's just say, if this guy has a firecracker, you have to subscribe. Considering 90% of you that are watching this aren't subscribed, that's the deal. Okay, cool. Well, you better click that button. If you don't click that button, I'll be chasing all of you in the comments. I'll be hunting you all down. But that means we get a free King Tower activation off of this. So we're going to take that. Thank you. Have the snowball ready for the skelly barrel. Goes down. We're struggling to kill that firecracker, but that's okay. We waste a balloon on the right side and go for the cannon to defend the hog, which misses. It actually misses. I'm pissed. Hit him with the wow and the facepalm. We lose half our tower, but in this situation it doesn't matter because we have Lumberjack Balloon, and if he can't take that tower on the right, we're definitely going to be able to take his tower. Goes with the bandit at the bridge with a firecracker because he thinks I'm going to guard that, but no. Hopefully we take that firecracker. Goes down, the rage goes down, and the balloon is heading towards his tower. But all he has to do is drop a late minions, and how many hits is that going to get? A single hit. And again, that's why the minions are being nerfed. We're going to have to put the guards down to defend the minions. We do a terrible job at that, and he gets a level 16 minion, single hit on the tower. So we're looking at, well, we're going down to 1,300 on the tower damage, but we have got a little bit of damage on each side, so we're looking good. This time I actually placed the cannon in the right position, and we have enough elixir to defend both of these, hopefully. The hog doesn't get a hit, and it definitely doesn't get a hit because we have King Tower. Another reason why you should always try and activate it first play. I used to run Tornado or I have done for about the last 2 years, so usually balloons and hogs, they'll just get sent to the King Tower, but in this situation we have to play it a little bit smarter. We're going to hit him with the thanks, and I'm pretty sure that's because he wasted his firecracker evo. Now, knowing that, we're going to kite that hog across, guards on the bandit, lumberjack on the evo firecracker, and we're going to have ourselves a pretty healthy counter attack. And in the same cycle, we managed to get all the way back round to evo inferno dragon. He thinks it's a good idea to drop the Mega Knight. Obviously, he's going to have a Mega Knight in this deck because why wouldn't you? He thinks it's a good idea to drop a Mega Knight into a raged Inferno Dragon, so that's just going to be wiped out. We take the tower, and that's looking like game already. If I was him, I would be pissed because he's throwing the game away just like that. We hit him with a good game. I don't know if that's a toxic remark or if I'm being genuine. I don't like Firecracker Hog players, so it was definitely toxic. So yeah, anyway, moving straight into the next game. Excuse me if I'm a little bit slow on my words today. I have spent all day in the rain picking kiwi fruit with my arms in the air, and yeah, it's like literal Chinese water torture. Never travel 10,000 miles across the world to work on a kiwi orchard because it's not fun and it does not sound as good. It is not as good as it sounds. Anyway, back to the gameplay. He's going to drop a bar barrel at the bridge and an elixir collector in the back, so in any case we have to try and take a tower here. In most other situations I would have probably liked to have gone for the right side, maybe even dropped a balloon on the right with a lumberjack to then try and take the tower to then take the collector, but it looks like he kites away the Inferno Dragon with the Goblin Giant, but we've got a decent counter attack here. We're even going to drop the minions because he has an active elixir collector down, right? So if we can get a tower whilst that collector's down, that's great. And if we don't get a tower whilst that's down, we're in a really bad position because then that gives him a chance to drop another collector, which he goes ahead and does. We're going to take action. He hits us with the well played, and we say thanks because we know we're still in a decent position. There's not many decks in this meta that can counter a balloon, so we get the... yeah, he's crying because we should have taken the tower there, but I think he may have been crying because he failed to kite the Inferno Dragon correctly, which then gives us basically tons of value. We go with the guards to the bridge because we just want to try and get that tower down to get access to that elixir collector at the back. I even froze... yeah, let's just not talk about that. We're going to act like that never happened. I hit him with a well play because fair enough to him, he did defend it. We don't really want to drop the minions on the Little Prince, so we're going to wipe out that right side with the minions. At this point, we have to just let him take the tower. There's no other choice there. And yeah, we're going to defend this from the back. We drop the guards on the little prince and hit him with a snowball just to make sure that mini Peck has got no chance of getting to our tower. I know at this point that we've already won, so we hit him with a good game and laugh at him. Not toxic whatsoever. Playing this slowly, he thinks putting that down is gonna basically give him a chance to defend all of this, but he just, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work for him. We're just gonna see. Fair play, you know what? He got the little prince to lock onto the Inferno Dragon, and the Goblin Giant Spear Goblins locked onto the Evo Inferno. So he did manage to wipe it out, but by the time he has done that, we've cycled back round. And even if we're at 1.5k on the King Tower, he actually misses the Tornado, which gives me tower. Now from this point, it should be game for us. We're going to start building up an attack on the right because we are clearing up that left hand side very, very easily. He's dropped the mini pecker on the left, and I'm spamming because yeah. Look, we're just gonna let it speak for itself. Let it speak for itself. Good game, and yep, that's right, little bro. You be quiet now. You go back to the lobby and think about your decisions, and those decisions are your deck choice. Absolutely awful. Right, into the next game. Looks like we've got a couple more games here with this deck. This is going to be the last time I use this deck. You're going to be seeing new gameplay, new decks. I'm going to double upload today. We're going to run another one in a minute. Straight after this, I'm going to show you my brand new deck that I've created. We're going to go into a little phase of this YouTube where you will never see a deck, or there will be decks played on this channel where no one else, you will never see the decks that I played by any YouTuber. They are not meta decks, they are just decks that I've created based on what I think I like to use, or etc, etc. We managed to get the snowball down on the muskie, wipe it out, and take basically all of his tower. He's in a bit of a sticky position. We drop him with the Archer Queen emote, the standard one, showing him that we are the queen and he is the loser. League 4, League 5, 100% win rate. This deck is just too good. We go with a safe high cannon there because I've obviously got PTSD from dropping cannons in the right place. He gets the vines onto the cannon, but that's okay. With the minions quickly reacted, we get one hit only. And I'm probably going to try and get a cheeky freeze on this because... And there you go. Perfectly timed freeze. Always wait to the last second because then you might be able to catch a cheeky Ice Spirit like we did. Get the lumberjack onto the tower with the minion behind it, and it looks like we're looking pretty good. We get both of his towers down to a very low amount, showing that we love him because we really appreciate him easily letting us through to his tower and playing another deck which is very counterable. We're going to slow roll the Inferno Dragon at the back. We know what he's dealing with. He drops a Mega Knight. He drops a Mega Knight into the Inferno Dragon because what he's thinking in his head, oh, no problem, I can probably just defend that with the Musketeer. And the question is, does he? Does he? He does. But by the time he's committed like 7 elixir to defend the Inferno Dragon, we've already got enough cards down to just wipe everything out, and a counter-attack that is worthy enough to take the game. This means we can actually also just go both lanes. We're going to get the balloon down on there, the Inferno Dragon, we catch the Ice Spirit. What a beautiful freeze once again. We catch the Ice Spirit with the freeze. He doesn't have enough to defend both sides. We have a cannon for the hog because that's all you need. He does do really well there actually. He snipes the cannon, and that's another reason why you shouldn't play it so high. He snipes the cannon really well. He actually manages to take the tower, but if you look, we are so far ahead on damage because we split lane push and we don't focus down one lane. We get to... Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he Mega Knights at the back, yeah, because this is why we slow roll an Inferno Dragon and just laugh in his face. There's nothing he can do at this point. It is game over. He even tries to kite it away, but it's game over. At this point, he could just go put the kettle on, go have a cup of tea with your nan, and, you know, tuck her into bed, say goodnight, because this game is well and truly done. That Musketeer isn't going to matter. Even if he does manage to take it out, we'll take the death damage, because we've got 6 minions and an Inferno Dragon. coming down onto the tower. We're hitting with the freeze. That is good game. And yeah, straight into the last game, the final game with this deck. God, I treat you guys. I'm just incredible. If you're still here at this point, if you're still listening to me waffle away, Luke, James, maybe my two biggest fans so far with the longest watch time. I appreciate you both if you are both here. If not, that's okay. You're both very busy and you work full time. So yeah, we let that Dark Prince get a hit. We're going to wait for that to cross the bridge, then guard surround it. He probably should have supported it, maybe in some other way, if he could have got a giant or a goblin giant in front of that. But to be honest, if I did have Pekka, that would have just cleared them both up anyway. Still would have been a better play for him, but yeah, we love playing against Dugger. No, goodness me, yeah, it has been a long day. Dagger Duchess and Royal Chef. I love playing against them because they just deal such a low amount of damage to troops, when they cross the bridge, that you can almost just get anything to the tower. We're just trying to analyse what kind of play this guy was going for here. Did he know that I had those cards to defend? If he did, would he have done that? Probably still. Yeah, he probably still would have. So we're going to drop a Lumberjack. Does it wipe out the Dark Prince? Basically, yeah, it does actually. Now we're going to try and take advantage of this freeze. Not only, the rage, but we'll get a quick second in the rage. We're going to snowball the Mega Minion because I've said it again, the Dagger Duchess daggers were all out, right? So that means that when they're all out, you can just get anything to the tower. Even with a Mega Minion on it, you can get a hit. We've evened up the game with that. He goes with the Sparky at the back. Now, this will be an interesting one to defend if you are looking to get tips on how to defend a Sparky push, especially the popular Goblin Giant Mini P.E.K.K.A. Sparky push, because especially also with the Evo now is a real tough one. We're going to hit the Lumberjack deep. We're going to hit him with the freeze so that we can wipe out that Ewiz. Once the Ewiz goes down, if it does, that means we can have free reign. And there's no way, after he spent 46 elixir at the bridge there, trying to get that push through. We make defending it look easy, to be honest. And maybe it was just that easy, but we've got the double Inferno Dragon down. We've even got the Evo Lumberjack just taking the tower out. We put the minions in the pocket there, basically just to absorb the daggers on the left. And that is all she wrote. Thank you so much for watching. If you are still here, like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think. And we're going to be back ASAP for a double upload today. Peace.